Nice. Oh, you're up to 4 letters. You.
Nice.
You nice. Aww.
Thanks.
Good luck, son.
You're on your own now, son. Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. This is Couch Co-op. I'm one of your hosts, Marlon Weeb. I'm the video producer here at Brace Yourself Games, and this is...
I'm Ben. I'm a UI programmer, UI designer, and game designer stuff on Industries of Titan.
Yeah.
I even got the t-shirt. I'm repping my own game.
Nice and done.
Yeah, that's what everyone does.
We were thinking about maybe having... previously we were thinking about maybe doing some demos and stuff of the games, but kind of in a weird spot with the demos right now because they're not, the demos that are working are still not that different from what we were showing at the shows. So we'll be doing more of that later on when things get a little more stable. And plus, everybody's gone at shows, so that's why Cindy and Chloe aren't here and that sort of thing. So we're gonna talk about.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're in
they're in Korea.
Busan, I think. Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah. So we're just going to talk a little bit about games that we think are interesting, and Ben really likes language games, and so we're going to be talking about that.
This is all my fault. I'm obsessed with language games recently, Heaven's Vault in particular, and then I found some other ones that are kind of related to that, and so I just wanted to show off what I think is interesting about them, because I think it's worth studying even if you're not making a language game yourself. They have some really interesting dialogue systems, and we'll just find out more about them, I think.
Yeah, and the first one that we're going to play, Heaven's Vault, is by Inkle, which is an amazing company, I think.
Yeah, they did, 80 Days?
80 Days, and the Sorcery games, which are pretty fun. So they do a really good job of dialogue, that sort of thing. So let's... get into it here. I played this a little bit last night just to skip some of the parts that are a little bit slower.
Yeah, I mean, the start of the game, it sort of eases you in gradually. You get used to the characters. They have this amazing feature where when you reload your game, they actually describe what you've done previously. I mean, it seems simple, but as the game progresses, it knows what you've done and what you haven't done. So I've had it say to me, like, oh, you are, and she's avoiding going back to see blah blah, and it's like, yeah, I was avoiding that person. I've totally been doing all of the other side quests because I don't want to go back and see them person. Yeah. So I mean, I think their system's really good. The Ink, they use that to help support this, but they're also really good at just writing that stuff. Like, it takes time to actually think about all the possibilities, and actually have like custom text for each of the situations you can get into.
Yeah, and like this, for example, this text right here, like this is exactly where I left off. And it's nice because what if I hadn't been playing it for a couple days, right? Like, what was I doing?
I always hate that with like story games and quest games, where I mean, I guess in other games you'd have a quest log, which is like a very bullet point list of like what were you doing, but this is a way more narrative and interesting way, for me at least, way of summarizing where you were.
And I was looking for Janiki?
I don't know how to pronounce it.
Janiki on Mare Sea, which is a farming moon.
So we're still quite early in the game, so there shouldn't be any spoilers in this. This is like an hour in, so hopefully we're not spoiling it for people.
Just giving it a small taste. So I found this weird crystal on this moon.
So this is one of the 2 different dialogue systems in the game. Is you can pick between 3 different options, and they do fade out. So you do have a little bit of time pressure. Yeah,
I like that because it makes it feel like. Otherwise, I'd just sit there and be like, what should I do? I feel like I'd be doing it for way too long.
And like, while most of the game is not voiced, I like the way that words appear. It's like it feels like you're reading it, and a voice appears in your head. What are we gonna do?
The ship can take it. I believe in the ship.
And the dialogue options they give you, like, sometimes it's like you can be a bit sarcastic to your buddy robot here, 6, or sometimes you can be a bit more friendly, and they don't fall into like, oh, the angry option, the cynical option, and the happy option. Like they have more flexibility than that.
All right, so this is an interesting thing where you have to actually like plot your.
Yeah, so this is the map, like the world map. There's like different kind of planets and moons and things, and you kind of navigate around on these streams, rivers in space. And as you kind of play through the game, you discover more dig sites. So this is the first dig site you've kind of found.
All right.
So this thing we found is somewhere on this moon.
Yeah.
It's very fantasy. I quite like that. It doesn't have to be physically realistic. Or
Yeah,
it's about the story and it's about exploring and yeah.
Yeah, I really like that. I really like that too. Like, we're actually going here?
Yeah, we are actually live this time. Just double checking.
Okay.
Yeah, we are. No, we're good.
Yeah, I really like the airship is cool, and like Inkle kind of does that. Like 80 Days is based on Jules Verne, right? Mm-hmm. It's based on that, but when you start playing it, then there's like fantastical elements and like steampunk elements and stuff like that. So I like that they take the core idea of this and just kind of like
they take liberties with it and
mess with it.
Yeah, add stuff to it.
But yeah, I found a crystal on this planet, and now I'm gonna go to my first dig site, and so this is where like the language stuff starts coming in, I'm guessing.
Yeah, so the core loop of the game is like kind of exploring new dig sites, finding new artifacts, looking at the inscriptions on them, and that will tell you more information about other dig sites. So she'll say, I think this might come from this place, and you kind of gradually get enough artifacts from that you narrow down your search place. So what course to here is like
so I have to like follow these rivers up to that.
You'll find out.
Okay.
So if you hit space to sail, it'll actually start you off.
I just noticed
from the game?
You should be.
Alright.
If we have the remote control, I could probably get a little
can't hear what's
get a little bit more volume out of here. Don't make it too loud. Should. There we go.
So as you're playing, what I think I really like about the dialogue system in the game in general is that as you're playing, you get a lot of character interaction, like dialogue. It's not like it's stop with everything you're doing, do a bit of dialogue, and then play the game. It's like in real life. As you're walking around with people, you have a chat. As you're driving somewhere, you have a chat.
And you can you have a really minimal, you can like either question or reply, basically like really simple interactions, but it's still like
you feel like you do have a choice, and I think there is quite a lot of branching dialogue and branching gameplay in this, and that the way they just ask you at the bottom, so a lot of it progresses automatically. So she says what she's going to say, and then here you can sometimes you have questions, sometimes you have replies, sometimes you have both, and you kind of do you want to press further with something? Do you want to just reply? It feels very natural, and I think they've made it clear in the way the game plays is you are not the main character. Like you are kind of just along for the ride. Like it's not like in Fallout or something where it's like you build your character from scratch and you name them and you have a bunch of stuff and it's like all about player, like I don't know, fantasy expression that way. This is more about these are two characters, you're along for the ride. You can kind of push the narrative in one way or the other, but they're still people, like in their own right. So they won't say anything that they wouldn't say, So like you can't like pick weird, goofy options that they wouldn't actually say. And I think that makes them stronger characters. It certainly does reduce the player fantasy a bit, but
you can play into the characters that they've been writing.
Yeah,
and stuff like
it'd be like if you had like an Indiana Jones game or something. Like you wouldn't write dialogue for that character that wouldn't be something that he would say.
Oh, here we go. Is this it?
Yeah, I think you're almost there. So basically, with this, it's very. I like this is a very sort of chill gap between dig sites and stuff. It breaks it up quite nicely. That you do get the option to like fast travel to places you've been to already.
Oh, okay.
Or you can hit backspace as well. It said you've missed a turn.
Oh, I missed one. Did I miss one?
You can screenshot as well. Oh,
I took screenshots.
That's trying dialogue.
All right.
Oh yeah, so now it does actually ask give you a dialogue. I've never had this happen while I'm flying around.
Like what? Uh-oh, I think I missed a turn.
If you keep going.
Missed a turn again.
I'm trying to talk and steer at the same time.
Okay,
yeah, you need to go,
I need to go this way. Here we go.
Yeah. And then... Yeah, so the dynamic between the two characters is really nice.
I missed a turn again?
I think you need to go left and then hard right.
Oh, okay.
So
it's easy. Okay,
left
here.
And then there's a hard right after it.
Okay.
So you go right.
Oh, it was a bad time to sweep my sails here. Here we go. It didn't have the little arrows that time.
Yeah. This one's pretty hard. I've never actually had it be this fiddly before.
Whoa! Apparently this thing is made out of wood, so...
Yeah. Okay, so then once you get into these areas, there's like a lot of kind of sparklies, then you can kind of explore more freely.
Okay.
So you don't technically know exactly where the moon is, you just know from the artifacts you found that it's within this area.
Oh.
The more artifacts you find from there, your search space gets smaller, and it kind of like pulls you...
Oh, did I miss it?
No, you'll keep going.
Still going?
Keep finding it.
Rock up ahead. Oh, here we go. Okay.
Yeah, if anybody has any like other language games that they know of in the chat, I'd be pretty interested to know. Like, we're going to be playing Sethian after this. I know there are games that have kind of substitution ciphers, like in Fez or Commander Keen, for example. It's just like the English alphabet, but then swapped out. So there are a couple of those games that exist, but I don't think many games have this kind of a fleshed out, full language system.
Yeah, I've only barely scratched the surface with this game. Like, before there was like a brooch or something that had text on it that I had to like guess about. Renba must have gone down somehow.
Yeah, so that's the other the person you're looking for. His ship is called the Renba.
The Janiki?
Yeah. So what's the hopper?
What, is it safe? Probably is. Not really, no, thanks.
I love the dynamic between the two, because he's kind of like a dry, sarcastic guy, and she tries to kind of get a rise out of him quite often, but...
I should tell you what happened to my first one. Oh yeah, the cool thing about this game too is that they have the like timeline thing, and so you can just like go back and see like things that happened in her life.
Yeah.
And so I noticed that there was parts where she got the first robot, and then that one died, and then she got the second one.
Yeah, but basically she says she's working at this university.
A moment later, the robot was gone, and I was alone in the dark.
So you can choose. You want to question or remark?
We now.
So they have a little bits of
I could be rid of that. Oh, I wonder if this thing worked.
Yeah, so Miari's kind of her boss, and she's the one who gave her this robot, which is her 6th robot, and that's why she calls it 6.
Right.
It's kind of a joke that she keeps losing or damaging these things. Ooh.
Oh.
So you can just ignore the dialogue completely and just walk over to the tool chest if you want.
I'm going to do that. Janiki. A quarry, okay. Okay, I'm going to do some digging.
So the art, I think, is really interesting. It's really efficient in what it does. Like, you have 3D worlds, but all the characters are kind of 2D sprites.
Here's the timeline thing, which I think is interesting.
Yeah, as a UI nerd as well, like, I think it's really amazing. Like, so you can zoom out as much as you want. You can skip around.
Yeah.
You can go between. You should be able to. You can go between like categories and stuff as well. So you can be like Renba, and it will show you all of the events related to Renba.
Oh yeah, I want to go all here. I want to show the whole thing. Oh yeah, because it has the whole like, universe.
Well, it's a game about archaeology, so it makes total sense. And as you play the game more, these things get filled in, and you actually start learning more. So at the moment, as far as they know the ancient empire was between whatever that is, 1,700 years ago and 900 years ago. And I
like that the question. It's like when you don't solve a thing, like if you get, like, for example, you get the brooch and it's like you got the brooch, but you don't know what it says, and it's like a question mark at the end, and then until you solve it, then it becomes like the question mark disappears, and you know you've figured that out. And that's
as you play the game more, these actual timeline, these kind of categories start getting modified, because you're actually finding out that maybe the ancient empire isn't quite this time period.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love that. I'm a big sucker for this.
And this thing. Oh yeah, and this is the thing I just was looking at on the planet last time.
Yeah, so half of these didn't exist when you started. Like, some of the stuff about your personal life was in there. So you started out of the orphanage when you were a kid.
Oh yeah, my birth, here it is. That team. Yeah.
And it seems like a dry way of presenting facts and things, but it does help solidify, at least in my mind, when people are referencing things all the time.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm from an orphanage, and you start understanding, like, this is when, how these things were and how long it takes for these things to happen. Like,
and like that's where she found
my third robot.
Get my third robot. So she had like so many between them. Okay. That's cool. I really like that. I'm gonna check out what's inside this box.
What is he? So you're kind of on this guy's trail, Janiki. Like he's been going around looking at different sites, and you're kind of following him.
And he's the one that originally got the brooch thing too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay, so this is the kind of classic loop. You find an artifact. It shows you what's inscribed on there. And then
I guess, right? Usually it lets me guess.
She gives a bit more context. So before we go too crazy on this, so it's already segmented the words for you, which it does at the start. Later on, it doesn't actually even segment the words for you.
Oh, really?
No, you have to start segmenting and understand the word. The way they do it.
Oh, crazy. Okay.
So they've got so related words. We think we know emperor as that word, and we know holy.
So we have a couple of characters that are the same.
Yeah.
So you can kind of like.
Well, this is what I think is beautiful about it, is they never actually ever explicitly say, hey, maybe you should start looking at the way characters appear in different words. You just naturally do it as a human, as looking for similarities.
You're a pattern-seeking human.
We're like we had naturally a language little robots. And so then at the bottom you have some guesses, some suggestions that you can think guess. Might work.
There's a lot of holy going on here.
I mean, there might be related bits. So if you look on holy, on the right-hand side, the right three things are similar.
These two are them, but there's a little extra little bit there, right?
So then, but then at the suggestions, so if we stick on that last one, you can solve these in any orders. You're like, okay, well, if it's got holy in it, maybe pray is related because it's related to holiness.
Yeah.
So you're like, okay, that's an educated guess.
Yes.
So
but I already know that these ones are locked in, right?
Yeah. Well, those are related words, but that doesn't actually help you on this word. Neither of those words really helps you. So you can get it wrong. That's what I think is beautiful about this. It doesn't tell you like, oh, puzzle solved, good job, like A star. Yeah. You put in, you make your best guess, and then
crazy. And then like you slowly narrow it down, like the more you.
So if you get it wrong multiple times, if you keep coming up across this word and you keep putting in, say we pick something, I don't know, weird, instead of pray we picked something weird,
right?
And we saw that word again in many different contexts, she would eventually say, because she's a character in her own right, she's like, that doesn't feel right, and she basically will cross out pray or whatever the incorrect answer
is. Interesting. Okay.
And you get another go.
Oh, okay.
But similarly, if you get pray right multiple times, it will actually confirm it. So instead of it being pray question mark, it will be pray confirmed.
Right.
Partly Atomic says, really excited to do a new game plus run until I recalled how slow the character moves. Yeah, it's definitely like a slow. It's closer to a point and click adventure than like a first person, like a third person action game.
And then there's those moments where you like. She kind of walks by herself and like does the. I mean, I guess it's kind of like as the dialogue's happening, it's something to do, right?
Yeah. So sometimes you can click on things in the environment and she'll walk over to it. Most of the time, you're just sort of WASD controlling yourself around.
Right. I'm gonna try Pilgrims there.
Okay.
That's just.
Oh, because it's got the holy bit in the far right.
Yeah. Because you know.
Yeah.
I feel like Pilgrims is a bit more holy than Citizens.
Yeah. So then what would fit?
Something the Pilgrims pray. Maybe we the Pilgrims pray.
Yeah. Or
I feel like
it's on a robe. So you can kind of take the context into account and think about it's on a robe and it.
Yes.
What's interesting as well is this is the grammar in this language that they've constructed, and it is like a full kind of like it's like an actual kind of mini language.
Right.
It's the same as English, but it's to give you the feeling of being an archaeologist. It doesn't have to be like. Oh, we've gone crazy and made it like a completely different grammatical structure. It's not like Dothraki or something where they've like really gone in for it. It's It's enough to make you feel smart, which is what I love about it.
That's what a game should do, right? Because if it was fully, I feel like the Sethian one is going to be more. Yeah. That's going to be more the archaeology.
Yeah, when we compare this to Sethian, you'll see how you can take the same kind of language learning or custom language idea and just push it to the way harder end of the spectrum.
Okay, I'm guessing this is a ceremonial robe. That's my guess.
A lot of these don't necessarily matter. It's not like there's a right answer. You're just like, I think it's this.
And that's how like history and science works, right? It's like maybe it's this, and then you keep testing it. And
the situations later on in the game where I've been like, all of my assumptions about the early start, where I just was guessing blindly, was completely wrong.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So wait. This is the one. This is the word in the middle that we were just. talking about, right?
Ancient scribes didn't always put in their spaces. So this might be one of the first ones where you actually start having to segment it yourself. So this is slightly different. So instead of selecting words from kind of gaps, you actually start dragging in words that you know.
So these don't fit, really.
No. So now you're into sort of a pattern matching game, which is almost slightly different. So like banished doesn't
definitely
match.
doesn't fit. Oh, that one snaps in.
But then Holy gives you enough information to segment the other bits.
Yeah.
So now you're back into the first style where you're filling in the gaps. I have no idea how many iterations they've gone through to come up with this system, but
this is a pretty intense system.
So something holy something.
Something holy something, and this is on a. Sorry, I missed it. If this was a separate thing, or if this was this the word that was in the middle of the robe?
Pilgrims was in the middle. It was like we pilgrims pray was what we thought was on the robe. Although there's still question marks, so you don't.
We don't
know.
quite know. Okay. Oh, it does.
It does. Wait, that doesn't make anything like Emperor. Maybe she's talking about the middle one, but.
Yeah,
I think she's talking about the middle
this
one.
This little thing?
Well, Emperor is kind of like holy,
yeah.
which I guess would make sense if you're like deifying the Emperor.
Follow? Holy friend. That's like, your Emperor's your pal.
Yeah, follow your holy friend.
Follow your holy friend. That's what I'm going for.
Oh no!
I can still change my mind, but follow holy friend.
The robot's like, are you really sure?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's go check with Frank maybe. Like, he might have some smarter ideas.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I thought our character did not like Hawaiian, though.
It's kind of like, I think he has a crush on her and she's not. She's like interested in going out. So now we found another site.
Dig site. Oh.
So we haven't actually got to the main gameplay, I guess, is kind of walking around and looking at stuff. So, okay, we've got a box full of 3 different things, so they give you a whole bunch of these kind of
there's more
language
things.
puzzles, yeah.
There's more.
You get them in lumps, usually. You find, like, a whole bunch of them in one area.
Now what's inside? So what is the new Game Plus?
Oh, yeah, well, you can tell me with no spoilers, I haven't actually got to the end yet.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
But yeah,
what is in New Game Plus?
It seems like an interesting, like just more words, I guess, or something.
Well, I think the game is incredibly branching, as far as I understand.
Friend.
So maybe it's like you could take the different branches that you haven't the first time. Oh, no spoilers, but longer phrases.
Longer phrases. Interesting. Okay.
So that actually reminds me of one of the things I wanted to bring up about this game that I learned through one of their developer talks is that they do...
Oh, okay. So she...
Oh, really?
So
it's not friend?
It's not friend.
Oh, that's weird. Better guesses this time. Just like subtly...
Suddenly being like, you're a dummy.
Follow something...
Follow stars.
What's the third one? What does it suggest there?
Follow starlight? Because it's on a shard of a hull, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to try that. Follow stars light. Let's try that.
Not stars possessive.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So, one of the things they said is that in the game, you're walking around these different dig sites and you're picking up stuff. You know, you'll find a box, you'll find like a pot, and you'll look into it.
Hold on, I gotta make it. So remember, sorry, artifacts. Maybe we should get back to Yax. Talk to Juan.
Yeah, maybe he'll correct stuff.
Marika's playing whatever it's doing. Although,
Ooh.
Oh.
So these are sort of the branching that I really like in the game, and that it's okay. You can go back and talk to Mario now, or you can go and keep exploring the dig sites.
It feels like they don't like reuse dialogue very much either, right?
No, I know, never.
Crazy.
Like it's
so
all
crazy.
custom stuff.
Continue.
Yeah, so it does like a little summary of all the things you've just found out. That's what the timeline pops up, because it's like, okay, you've been on a dig site, you found a bunch of different stuff. There's actually another one nearby.
Oh, it's right there.
Check out that. Let's do that. Let's go to the cyclones.
Well, it makes sense to go. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It's on the way.
Yeah, it's kind of.
So, like, as you're in these dig sites, the things you find, they actually kind of change it depending on what you what you've found so far. So if like it's not like in my game, if I go to this planet and I look in this box, I get a ring with an inscription, and then if you do exactly the same thing, you get the same ring. They bend, what is reality, and they'll give you a ring or a I don't know, a robe, or they'll give you an artifact with an inscription on it that is appropriate to what you know.
Oh, okay.
So every time you get a new something, like the inscription and the item are paired, so it makes sense. So if you get a telescope, it will have something about looking or something.
Oh,
but
I see.
What
right.
you find is perfect to what you know as a player, as a translator, or at that point. So you're always learning new things. It's never like you pick up an inscription and like, I know all these words and it's boring, or I know none of these words and I can't even start.
Right.
So they kind of, I mean, it's almost like a difficulty curve in like like an RPG where they'll scale the monsters to your level. It's that, for an adventure game.
But for like a dialogue language-based adventure game.
I think it's perfect. Like,
that's cool.
It's really cool to be able to just think about, okay, what will be the most fun for the player? We don't have to like base any of our stuff on reality. I mean, that's the whole fun thing about games, is you make it enjoyable for the people at that time.
Yeah. Oh, come on.
So you got to use your boost. Save your boost. Oh, made it.
All right.
So yeah, we're kind of like not reading the dialogue here, which is not really the usual experience I have. Like, I'm usually sitting at home, chilling out, reading the dialogue, taking my time with it. I find it very, enjoyable. And I want to learn more about the story, because the...
Whoa. This is crazy. What, did we miss it?
I don't think you did. I think it was just because you went outside the hitbox of the... There we go, now we're back in the vicinity. So you can kind of just wander around, or you can hit tab and you can kind of look where you are and try and kind of game the paths.
Oh, I see.
It's pretty much going to take you.
We're not gonna miss it.
Yeah.
Come on.
So I mean, you're in space, right? You're navigating these kind of space rivers. It's very fantasy, and I kind of like that. Like, there are these tiny little planets. I'm kind of curious, anybody in the chat, how many people have actually played this? Like, I don't know if it just passed me by on the radar.
Seems like partly Atomic has played it before.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, I'd never heard. I like Inkle, and I never heard about this game until you brought it up.
Okay, so we're going to hopper down. So hoppering is like teleporting. So that's kind of like how they get down to the planet.
Oh, okay.
Which is pretty. I don't know. I think it's pretty cool.
It makes it sound like it's like a separate, like, machine or something. I didn't realize it was like the teleporting.
It's sort of like the technology of the world that they have to kind of get around.
Right.
The hopper fired, and for a moment I was gone. Not aboard the Nightingale, not on the moon beneath. It could have been a heartbeat or an hour.
Oh, there we go. Hoppered down.
Yeah.
But I didn't feel the cold until I reappeared.
Oh, okay. I only seen it mentioned in one other place. Short gameplay video on Jesse Cox's YouTube channel. Yeah, I think it's sad because I think it's one of the best games they've made. And I think if you're into story games at all, it's probably one of the best ones. Like, there's a lot of walking simulator games that are good, and I do enjoy them, but like, I find the dialogue in this to be really engaging and interesting. Like, there's enough mechanics to pull you along. The dialogue feels like you actually have a choice.
Some choices.
And it's well written. Like, the pacing is a little bit slow, but I think it pays off eventually. Once you get like an hour or two in, you start learning things about the world that I think are interesting.
Hopper him back to the... Oh, she's just imagining, like, finding him already?
Yeah, she's like, I'm done. She's like so checked out. I love his little sarcastic eyes, like emoji style, like,
Hold it. Found something already.
What have we found?
What is that? Some language.
Here, in the middle of the hurricane, there was a house.
But they're even accurate things? All colored by the lens of your translations. Oh.
Tucked in below the overhanging rock. Wooden beams, mud brick walls, shutters. Large enough for two families to argue over.
Is this where you lived?
It would have been measly on Iox and grand on Elbereth. But here, it was impossible.
So this is supposed to be like an uninhabited moon that nobody knows about.
Oh.
And there's like this random building here.
Look in the window.
Oh.
Blocked with rubble and ruin. It's been a while. Whoa! Could you do it? Vault over.
They said vault. It was in italics. Maybe. Oh, they should have said Heaven's Vault. They should have Heaven's Vault over this. It's always good when the game like has the title of the game in it. It's like a film, right?
It's like
you
film
look directly
or
at the camera and go, "We're Ghostbusters" or something. I guess they do that in Ghostbusters. That's not a good example.
Where did the robot go? Did he pop her away?
The robot kind of disappears and appears
The
sometimes.
ghosts were still here, cooking, reading, doing whatever ghosts do. The house was empty,
Ghost stuff.
but it hadn't been abandoned.
Hashtag ghost stuff.
Look at this place.
Oh yeah, Leah.
I think it's really interesting what they do with the characters. Because like their legs disappear. Like there's like a.
Yeah, and then as you
wonder
stop
why they do
moving,
that.
it gives like its after image. So
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about that. Like I think, so they set out to make an interesting story and story game and this language thing, and then kind of all the other things that are not necessarily, they're not necessary for that.
Right.
They've kind of been more efficient on. So like if they tried to make all these 3D characters, 3D models, either the animation for the faces wouldn't be good enough,
Yeah.
or they wouldn't be able to get them to do all the different animations they want them to do, or I don't know. Like I think they've been clear with this, making it a bunch of 2D pictures that focuses on the world and the you can actually make some really interesting stylized drawings of people and have them have dialogue in a way that makes sense, especially when the dialogue is actually like just text popping up.
Yeah.
Like if you have text popping up, but then the characters with their mouths are flapping.
Their weird
or...
3D mouths are flapping.
Yeah, I don't know quite. Ooh.
Those are Renbo's boxes? A box, yes. This guy seems to know.
So what are you going to do?
Symbols on the lid. Let's check out the symbols.
More symbols.
More symbols. This is what the game's about.
So yeah, I don't know. I love this stuff. So like,
Okay, what else we got here? Coffer lid. Home. Oh. There's gonna be a skeleton in here or something. Souls? Enormous.
Enormous laughter.
Oh. The grouping looks a little like my translation for light.
Does it though? Does it though?
So that might be wrong. One of these is wrong. Why do you think that's the same?
I don't know. That's weird. I don't think I remember them doing that on my run through.
Okay. Like, maybe I'm just really bad at guessing, and then like my bad guesses have.
They're like compounding. No, eventually she will tell you that it's wrong, and you can go back and see all your previous translations, and you can confirm them or update them. And so it's not like you lose anything by having a guess.
I'm gonna guess it's treasures, probably. Home treasures? Home?
So I think it's because it's a really simple character. The way I interpret it.
Right.
I don't want to like just. So yeah, that's what I kind of like about that is they lead you a little bit with stuff like that, where it's like, oh, if it's a bunch of symbols, then it's maybe a more complex word in English.
Right, I see.
Which is not true for translation, but it makes you feel smart, which is what I love about it.
Tiny value.
I always put my tiny value stuff in a giant chest.
Of great big. If it must be if this is this is definitely going to be like an adjective of great. Not laughter.
This is excruciating.
I'm gonna do value. I'm gonna do value. Treasures of great value.
Yay. Oh.
She doesn't need to, so we put a smile on Miari's face at last. Okay. No sign of rainbow. Okay, I'm not gonna open it?
Open it.
I'm gonna let 6 do it.
Yeah.
Get the robot to do it.
Yeah, smash it. Oh.
Oh, yeah, I guess
He's got holographic
fingers. And I have an attachment for prying? Come on. So you stick it on your arms.
Oh.
Here, I'll just do it then.
Yeah. What can you find?
A crumpled blade. That'll do. That'll do it.
Nailed it. So sometimes they make fun of that. Like there's one part where you find a locked door, and
Oh, what did he say? I missed it.
oh shoot.
You're sure?
So you find a locked door, and then she's like, maybe there's a key around here somewhere. And he actually makes fun of you, like the robot. He's like, why would anybody lock a door and then just leave the key right next to it? She's kind of like making fun of video game logic, I guess.
That's awesome.
I thought it was pretty funny.
All right. Well, maybe we'll do another symbols, and then we can go on to
Yeah.
onto Sethian.
Yeah. Sethian's definitely a very different take on
this.
language stuff. Like, what's the purpose of it? Something.
Hearth. So it is a hearth.
Oh yeah. What would you have above your fireplace?
Goddess heal. Yeah. What else? Oh.
Oh, yeah, you got some parts of holy in there.
Most of holy in there. Interesting. Ooh, these are new. Little zigzags.
What do zigzags mean?
There's no zigzag. I can't select zigzags. They don't have zigzags above there. What is it? Harvest, water, fuel, fire. I would imagine that.
It looks like fire.
I'm gonna
For
guess
sure,
that.
it looks like fire.
And it's a hearth, right? So.
Yeah.
But why?
That's got to be blesses because it's got holy stuff.
Yes.
Got to be. Something blesses fire.
Something. And.
Well, it's got holy in it again.
Oh yeah, most of holy.
It's like holy without the thing on it.
But
It's got to be goddess then. Because holy's like
Oh,
God
I see.
plus an adjective thing on the left.
Right. Value.
Godly.
Sky goddess blesses. Sky goddess? Because it's a hearth. Like maybe it's going up to the sky. Like it's a chimney going up.
Sure.
Well, maybe.
It looks like water to me with the wiggle wiggle.
Oh, we can take it that.
Well, if we're doing the zigzags mean fire, then the wiggle wiggles mean
Oh,
water,
I see what you're saying.
in my mind.
Okay. Well, I mean, she'll correct it.
Eventually you correct yourself.
Water goddess blesses fire.
I mean, kinda.
Yeah,
I guess.
Just like I'll let you have this. I'll let you have this fire. I won't put it out.
Well, yeah, no, they were afraid of it burning the house down.
Oh, I see. So like, make sure contain it so that it's not. Okay.
What's on the fireplace?
The thing.
What's on the thing?
A fire poker. This'll do. Take it.
Woo!
There we go.
So in my run, when I played it, I found an exquisite ancient dagger upstairs earlier.
Ooh.
And I used it to jimmy open the
box
and totally broke the dagger. And then I found the poker, and I was like, "Oh, I'm the worst archaeologist ever! I just totally wrecked this priceless artifact. Whoops."
It's definitely shifting. Here goes then.
Yeah.
Pop. Look inside. More.
And there it was, just lying there.
crown?
The greatest treasure I ever found.
So it definitely is great treasures in the box.
From
What's right with
inside
that?
the coffer, from the distant past of the Nebula's once great empire. It was a crown.
Can I
Put it on?
Yeah, do it.
If you like. Wow, yeah.
I didn't put it on. A hat. Yeah, I guess a crown is a hat. Is a crown
Technically a crown is a hat.
a hat? Crown's a hat.
Tell me if it suits me.
Is she seriously gonna put it on? I just put it on in my run.
What do you think?
Do you want to like smile?
That's how you're a good archaeologist too. It's like, hey, I found this cool thing.
Yeah, of course you put it on your head.
Oh, hey, Nick. Indiana Jones taught me just to wrap it in a cloth.
Ooh, I heard a voice.
I heard nothing. Oh, maybe putting the crown on gives me some interesting powers. Oh, here we go. Okay, we'll do this one, and then
All right, that's the last one.
and then we'll move on. Oh, I've been guessing a lot here. Look at this. Of light we? What? We got some wiggles.
Yeah.
Got some wiggles. So for assuming that's water, rivers.
Yeah.
Rivers of light we sail. Oh.
That's what we've been doing to get from planet to planet.
Ooh. They're like infinity.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I like about this game as well, is it lets you be creative. You sort of start making random connections.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know, I think people like that in games and in films in general, where you give people like just a couple of little facts and they start going crazy with like cork boards, like connecting things up. And this is kind of like the crazy corkboard connecting game.
Yeah. Something rivers of light we sail forever. Okay, that's a good sentence. I feel pretty good about that. Pilgrims, rivers, on rivers of light we sail forever.
That's pretty beautiful.
I like, and it's a small word, right?
Yeah,
it's a small character.
Yeah. That's quite nice.
I like that. Nice.
Slam. Done. On your hand.
On my hand. Okay.
I crowned myself. So I think, I didn't do that. Oh yeah, so sometimes they highlight them in green, so there are some like required dialogue parts.
Right.
So they do kind of, but I think it will just keep disappearing and popping up until you do the thing it asks you to. It's quite flexible, but there are some, to keep pushing the story forward, there's so much stuff. There's only so much you can leave to player choice.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't want to like spoil this game too much. I just wanted to give people, I think we should just give a taste of how it is, and then go from there.
And I think it's interesting to learn from, just for like the dialogue system and the language system, and just letting players have some freedom in the way that they go about stuff, and just making people feel smart by giving them puzzles that are the right difficulty to solve at that time. So anyway, I'm enjoying my time with it. I recommend checking it out. It's kind of a puzzle game, kind of a story game.
I'm definitely going to keep playing it because, Inkle, I really enjoy them. Partly Atomic says, or is it a goofy emoji? If only there was that option in the thing. It's like, emoji? Good archaeology.
There's a game that could be done, like future people trying to work out what emojis mean.
Yeah, I guess so.
When people don't have faces anymore?
There's a game that could be made with that, right?
Probably.
It's like emoji archaeologist.
Yeah.
Huh. I guess that's kind of what this game is.
Wait, no. Oh, wait, what, this?
This one.
Wait,
okay.
Sethian, so this is the trailer?
Yeah, so we're going to just watch the trailer for this. I don't think there's much in the way of audio in this game.
No. So the subs and the text on top of the trailer is added, right? Well,
yeah. They have to say it in the trailer. So they added to make sure... These are the things that you're figuring out as you go, basically.
Yeah. So... This is a complete, left turn from Heaven's Vault. This is a language game for people that just want a language game and no other stuff around it. And the language itself is more, I guess, complicated. It's not the same as English. It has, subject-object markers and stuff. It's closer to, I don't know, Japanese or something than English. It'll make more sense when we actually play the game, but as in the game, you start with this interface. You're like a player you're a person that's just landed on a planet, and you're trying to talk to this ancient machine. There's nothing else on the planet. There's just this machine which has this interface with just these buttons, and you're trying to learn its language in order to talk to it. So you type in what you say.
This the premises for this one?
Yeah, that's what the premise is. So you type in what you want to say, and the machine replies back to you in its own language. And as you kind of progress, you unlock more stuff in this handwritten notebook.
Right.
And to start off, it gives you sort of 5 or 10 pages in there to try and start you off. But I think it's interesting in the way that it plays with the language idea in a different way than. So wait, this is it. Now we're in.
Now we're in
the game. This is just boom. Straight in.
So basically, you just kind of click around and stuff, right?
Yeah. So this is literally what you're presented with at the start.
Open and close your journal.
Okay, so you got your journal.
Okay.
So inputs on the right.
So at least I figured out. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that words.
What?
Words go here. Shifts. Okay.
Punctuation.
Enter backspace.
So this is then basically describing the plot of we're on this planet, there are these Sethian people, the language is kind of reminiscent of another sort of language thing, but I want to find out as much about this as I can. I don't want to go home empty-handed. That's pretty much it.
Okay. I want to figure this out. Okay, cool.
So they actually tell you from the start: subject, verb, object.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So these are the markers that you're talking about.
Yes.
So basically, you do your symbol and then mark it with whatever. Like this is the subject.
Yeah. So English kind of does that based on word order. So I know that you did it. He helped us. You need to put...
I know that's the verb that. You, the subject, did, verb, it. He, subject, helped. Okay, I got you.
And then for just subject is object, there's no is verb. So you just do subject and then object marker.
I am.
And then human. We...
Oh,
friends.
interesting. Okay. I did human. We did friends. So you is circle up. You are you what?
Yeah.
How do you
You did what? Means you are what?
You are what? So this just is a question. So I don't have to like add a question mark or anything. Don't know.
So that's it. That's all it gives.
That's all it gives you. Okay. So wait. What was it again?
This is what I'm watching.
You are.
Yeah.
Let me try this. What?
Boom. Something.
So okay. Oh yeah. Okay. So if this is.
This is really fun to watch for me.
So if this is, I figured more stuff out here.
No, okay, wait. So by typing that in, you've gone and opened up the notebook, and it's actually unlocked the second page.
Oh, part of the time I'm gonna dip out so don't play the intro to this one. Okay, fair enough.
All right, yeah. If you're into language stuff, part of the atomic, then yeah, for sure. Like, just skip this next bit and then come back when we're on the next game. Because, yeah, we won't spoil too much, but yeah, well, the first 5 minutes I think are some of the funnest.
Yeah.
And watching you trying to unlock this is interesting. So you've unlocked the second page, and this is what I find very difficult about this game is that it almost spoils itself, because here they're telling you that computer robot is the bottom two characters, but there's no way you'd know that.
Oh, okay. So you're almost right, and this is your problem with it. Like you want it to be like 100% figure it out almost.
Yeah, like you either need to make it so that you can play the game without the notebook, and then the notebook is there as a hint, or so they do give you some stuff. Like, okay, there's a bunch of stuff that you don't know what it means, but then somehow
place is what
the player as a character has written all these notes and suddenly knows that that dot means this, and that small solid square means place.
Instead of you, the human, doing these notes.
So this is what surprised me, because when you first start doing it, you're like, okay, you give me a little bit of scaffolding, that's fine, to get me on the road. But I was expecting it to be more like you pull yourself along the road rather than them. You take one step and then they pull you. Step and they pull you.
I understand why they do this, because otherwise I feel like people will just I don't get it. I'm done.
It'd be almost impossible without this, unless you'd have to reframe it, like having a dialogue system, or having it so that I don't know how you'd do it. You'd have to start way more simple.
It'd almost have to have like a Sethian hardcore mode or something, where it's like, here's a new set of symbols and a new set of language, and like it's basically the same game, but like you have to figure it out or something. I don't know.
Yeah. So what you were saying before, which I thought was really interesting, if you go back, you were like, oh, so circle and then line up.
Yeah, so that was you. So circle with dot is me, and then circle is just is almost just like empty subject.
What?
And is this maybe they? Oh, interesting.
So this is what I really love about the game, is that the language design of the symbols and the way it's put together is really cool. Like, amazing.
It's like an actual...
Yeah, and you actually, I played like a couple of hours of this, and I was just typing out full sentences in this alien language without thinking about it.
That's amazing.
Like, effortlessly. And I was just like, you do what, do, and then I'm like reading what they're saying.
You are...
Oh?
Oh, so wait,
So that was the reply you got back.
I see what you're saying. I something. Basically,
and then the last two characters are computer, which is what it tells you.
So basically, something. I am a something computer.
Yeah.
Dot on the right, always, never.
So it's always the subject is the dot on the right, and then the object is dot on the left. So you always go right, dot on the right, and
Dot on
then
the
dot
right.
on the left. So
Okay.
I do some stuff to help you out with it.
That's crazy. Okay. I am some kind of computer, yeah.
Okay,
And
so they
then
basically the
what
thing
is
is to pull you
place?
through. They give you kind of what you need to put in next on the right.
yeah.
They
This
gradually, as you get
place-
further, they
What?
simplify. They kind of pull that away a little bit, and they don't give you explicitly what you need to write.
How do you go? This? Oh, okay, right, because basically this like circle dot is I. This being. So this is almost like being or
Holy shit.
something.
It is. You're smart. You are. It means being. Yeah. Well done.
Place is. I keep forgetting what that is. What? This place is what? This
Place.
place is. Is this the same thing that they had before?
Yes.
Ah, so it's basically like, I am this place's computer. Almost.
You're good at this. You're really good at this. This is really fascinating. I was not this smart when I played it through it. This is cool. But then you have to open
and
up
then
the
you have to
notebook.
open the book to get to the. I see.
Yeah,
I see.
this
Okay.
is kind of frustrating, but you kind of need it. So you sort of like you do a thing and then you read it and you feel a little bit smart, but then you have to go back to the
But then you have to
notebook.
go to the book to like get a bit of a push.
I mean,
I'm sure if this is like, if this is the only thing, if this is the only game that ever existed, you would eventually figure it out because you would just be like, I don't have anything else to do. I need to figure this out.
yeah.
But because we have so much to.
I do like the presentation and the music and the
It's
language
cool.
design and the setup and everything. I
think-
love that this exists.
I think I need to not continue because I feel like it's just gonna keep getting more, more
it basically is
spoilery.
more and more the same. But it's if you care anything about like language games and you're interested in this stuff, I think it's worth the experience. I think it's really well designed. I don't know if the person
That's super
themselves is
cool.
like a linguist or whatever, but it's fun.
We did find his Twitter account.
Oh yeah.
And he was a teacher, like English as a second language teacher in Korea or something.
Okay, so that's probably what he gets used to the subject object and the.
Yeah.
I mean, learning more languages gets your brain thinking about how you could structure.
Whoa,
Yeah.
oh my.
Yeah. So that's the entire language. So the simple stuff on page 1,
And then
more complex stuff on page 2. I think I only got to the second page.
I feel like once you start figuring out the building blocks, you're like, okay, there's like these shapes, like ish,
Yeah, kinda. I didn't finish the game.
Okay,
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's an interesting experience.
that's really fascinating. Okay, cool. Thanks for showing that one.
Yeah. If anybody else knows any other language games, keep
Yeah,
throwing them in the chat because
please keep showing us.
I love these things.
Yeah, I think we're going to move on to 1 Hour 1 Life, which is a game that I've been fascinated with for a really long time. You haven't played it though, have you?
No, I've seen little bits online, so I
Okay.
kind of vaguely know what the setup is, but I've never actually had
Okay.
1 hour, 1 life.
So far it's been several hours.
Okay, several hours, several lives.
One life. Okay, first we're gonna watch the trailer because this is also the trailer is amazing. It sold me on the game pretty quickly, and you'll see why. It really does a good job of explaining it. And this is also a good example of like one guy developed this whole thing, and so he could basically develop all the tools you would need to make this trailer, which is something that
Oh wow.
which I've always wanted to I've always wanted to be like, cool, let's make some tools to make a cool trailer.
Yeah.
But it's hard, right? Like you're already making a game and then to add all these things on top, like that's really hard. But like because he's the sole developer, he can just be like, I need to make this cool trailer, and here's how I'm gonna do it. So anyway, let's launch it.
Hello there, I'm Jason Rohr. Well, at least this is what I look like inside my new game, 1 Hour, 1 Life. Yep, this is it. We're live inside the game right now. Actually, this is my modern home office. Civilization and the rest of the game hasn't gotten quite this advanced yet. Maybe someday, though. Did you see that? I just got older again. A whole year passes every minute, and we live an entire lifetime, from birth to old age, in just 1 hour. We'd better get on with this tour before my time runs out.
Wow, this is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Everything you see here exists on a persistent server. It starts out full of untouched wilderness, and it's up to us, the players, to rebuild civilization from scratch together. I think she's coming. That's Eve, First
You
player
saved the
join
game.
server. The second player should be joining right about
Yeah, Sethian, get it on itch.io. Okay, that's how you spawn into the game. As a baby
That's
next to a woman.
Eve's first baby.
Baby.
When you join the server as a baby, you're truly helpless.
Uh-oh.
You depend on care from your parents in order to survive. If they help you live into adulthood, you may get a chance to have babies of your own someday. And your babies will be other players who are depending on you for their survival. You're just one small link in a very long chain.
That's so cool.
I think the one thing I think you're gonna question is the UI. I think you're gonna have a lot to say about it.
At first, your contribution might be pretty basic.
The times that I've played, I haven't seen these walls and
But
stuff.
future generations can build on the foundation that you helped to create.
Whoa.
Like, I don't know how he must have programmed AI to do that, or did he get like people online to like act it out? It's crazy.
Before you die. And maybe create something that helps your children and grandchildren. But really, all of this is just the beginning.
What?
As players continue climbing up through the tech tree, I'll be staying one step ahead of them by adding new stuff to the game every week. So I hope you'll join me as this crazy game unfolds. I may even spawn as your baby at some point. It'll be up to you to take care of me.
That's
As
like
we rebuild
that's like a new.
civilization together.
Oh yeah.
Who knows where we'll end up?
Oh my goodness. Whoa.
You
Electronic
died.
powered robot.
Yeah,
Is this the original game where it has babies and stuff in it then? It's not Death Stranding. It's the original baby game.
BB.
BB.
Okay, yeah, let's give this game a try. I remember the first couple times I played this game, I like spawned and the mother was just like, I can't take care of you, sorry baby. And just like ran
Goodness.
off. Because it's true. Like if you don't have support, like if the mother doesn't have support, like she can't keep feeding you, because every time she feeds you, she loses a bit of her energy and health too, right?
For something that's so simple, from what I've seen, it's amazing how well it does at emulating some sort of the way that like life builds upon life, like this way society builds upon itself. Like that's cool. I think
it's pretty cool. All right.
What does genetic fitness mean?
So this is a new thing. I think it's like how well your offspring do in the future.
Is it a karma thing? How do you up it?
Kind of, I think, because it's like if you treat people nicely and they continue on forward, then your genetic fitness scores go up, because you're like you raise some good children.
Yeah, rather than like, I'm just not going to care for any babies that I have. I'm just going to be like, meh.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Right click kill. Great controls. Yeah, this is the thing about this game, is that sometimes the item management gets a little like wacky.
That's almost everything.
Ooh. Also, we should change the. Do you want to find the stream title? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh yeah, the other cool thing about this game is that. This is the tutorial. Oh, because I just installed it on Steam. That's why.
Okay. Well, this will be useful for me. I have no idea. Okay, so everything's
here. Do you want to do it? Do you want to drive?
Yeah,
you want to
sure.
drive? All right.
You have a drive.
Drive your naked human.
Okay, so don't use blast much. 15 minutes. You've got some cool stuff. Tutorial stone. Tutorial by walking south through the door. Okay.
You can die here if you're not careful. Yeah.
So wait, all the sound effects are like some guy going into the sound effect into the camera.
It's him. I'm pretty sure it's him, because he wanted to make it so that he could just like make things really fast. Because he said in the thing, it was like, I'm gonna make one like every. So you click to pick it up, and then I think you right click to like eat the thing. Right click on your. Click to pick it up, and then click on your cell. There you go. So yeah, you don't want to die here. So those little markers at the bottom, if they get too low, then
that's my food meter.
Yeah.
8 gooseberry. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Click and hold in the edge of the screen.
Yeah, it's kind of like a.
So it's like.
Yeah. Some more gooseberries.
Need that.
Yeah.
Need a branch.
So you can only hold one thing.
Either
You're
of these
holding.
three.
Yeah. Click the rock head to try using the branch on the rock, and this is how you start.
Tab.
Yeah, and this is a kind of a confusing thing, but this game is a little bit like on the corner.
What? Ideas. I can make a sharp stone. Plus Z.
Right click. No, it's just right click and click and click and right click.
But tab is also a thing.
Oh, okay. So if you press tab again, it's going through the list, the recipes that you can do with the stone, and you can't use a stick on it. Basically.
Okay.
You need to drop your there you go, and then click on yourself.
Oh my goodness, this is a lot.
Yeah, it's kind of it's kind of tricky. So if you pick that up and then use it against that, now you got a sharp stone.
Okay.
So that's kind of how you like build things. You like this thing combines with this thing to build another thing.
To be honest, the fact that it's kind of slightly awkward to actually do stuff kind of fits the theme. The way that like, okay, you can't just like go from 0 to 100 in like 60 seconds in 60 minutes. You have to actually like get smart and you know you actually have to rely on each other to do stuff. Like
Yes. And I remember like one of the like I haven't played this game that much, but every time I played, I've had like some crazy story about what happened because like. One time I was I kept going through these cycles where I was born, and then the mother would just be like, "I can't take care of you, kid. Sorry," and run away. And then one time I was born into like this like village that like was like growing crops and like things were happening, and like the mom that she was like, "Oh hi baby, like how are you? I'm gonna name you so and so." And I was like, "Oh, they're taking care of me. This is so nice." And I grew up to be like a teenager or whatever. And by that time, the mother was getting really old. Oh, what are you doing?
I right-clicked on that, and now I'm stuck.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Oh, you were
I
making... I think
down.
you were making the basket or something.
Tool
Make
stumps.
a basket. Tool stump. Okay, now you got read bundle. Read bundle plus read bundle equals basket. So you need another one of those. So you gotta... Yeah. Tear one of those things out. There you go. Now pick that one. Okay, so there you go.
Yay!
Take the basket.
Wait, no, I have to put the thing in the basket. Now I can carry
Oh,
multiple
I
things.
see.
Take it with me.
Yes, you're right. Should have some more of those gooseberries.
No, I'm good. Drop the basket, then right-click. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, the clicking stuff is...
Why can't I...
Oh, you have to chop it down with your stone.
Oh, is that what I was doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You might want to eat one of those.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat one of these.
Get pretty hungry. There you go. And put that one in the basket.
Oops.
Yeah, because now you have a basket, you can actually carry some food that you found.
More than
with
one
you.
thing. Just like real life. I can only carry one thing without any other kind of stuff to carry.
Yeah.
That's why I love my backpack. Okay. Okay. I'm kind of glad I did this tutorial. I'd be a very useless baby.
She smelled of lilac and gooseberries.
Wait, so...
Hold space to freeze the camera while you work in one area. Now you can stoke the fire without fighting the camera. Oh, I see. So you can like bring stuff from...
Oh, I see.
So if you hold down space, you can like go pick up a thing and bring it to the fire.
Oh, interesting. Never would have thought that would be a feature that you'd want, but like, yeah, it makes sense. As soon as I let go... I see. Ooh.
There you go. Oh yeah, so temperature is a thing too. There's like a temperature meter.
Oh yeah.
Here. So the farther away you are from the middle, then the more you burn food, the faster you burn food.
So
you're
now
also
I'm
hungry.
moving
You're
along.
gonna die if you don't eat. There you go. Eat that.
Okay.
And yeah, walls apparently will insulate heat and that sort of thing.
That's cool. Your body blocks this. Oh, interesting. So I can click
X
through.
to click through yourself. Oh, I didn't know that.
That's without X, and then that's with X.
Oh,
That's pretty good.
sneaky.
That's
Okay.
pretty good.
Okay.
So I want to hold X and then.
There you go.
Okay.
What else is in there? There's a bunch of stuff in there. Oh, more stones. You probably only need one.
I can't carry the box.
I
It's
think
too
the
big.
box is too big. Yeah.
But it's a storage box.
Baskets are super handy though.
Okay.
Yeah. Walls and floors hold heat in a larger area.
Oh, there we go. So nice and warm in
So
here.
now you're burning fire in
This
this
stops the thing to
Yeah.
on the wooden floor.
on the wooden floor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fine. It's fine. Can I get too warm? I stand right now on the fire. Too warm. Too much. Okay. There's quite a lot.
Yeah.
It's really involved. Oh, penguins! Kill it.
So the other thing, yeah, there's a lot.
Seriously, can I stab the penguin with it?
Right click to kill. There you go.
Wait, right click to kill?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! I'm a terrible
What is
person.
happening?
What am I doing?
You're already griefing. You haven't even started the full game.
They're penguins. Oh no!
Partly Atomic says, I hope you can craft a tuxedo from dead penguins.
Oh yeah. Am I actually doing anything with this?
I think you're just playing with them.
No. Yeah.
You're also super cold. Like
That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to play with them. Oh, okay. So this is a hot area.
yeah, excessive heat, excessive cold are both bad.
Oh, I can type.
Yes.
Oh,
So
one thing I really liked. I don't know if it still does it. Yeah, look. The way
Yeah,
it
yeah,
actually
yeah.
has the kind of like you've written it out in
and
pencil.
like erased it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so good.
Ha.
That's so cool. Hello.
Hassan will anybody from the team be at Migs in Montreal next week? That's a good question. I don't know. I don't think so. I think everybody is away in Asia right now, like Korea.
Oh.
Oh, you're gonna die. Oh, you
Wait.
named yourself?
Yeah, I know myself.
Oh, you're gonna die.
No, I'm not. I'm fine.
Oh, that was close. That was so close. Yeah, I don't think we have Migs on our plate. Although I could be wrong about that.
I think.
You are going to Migs there, Hassan Snowtail? Did you hear something about that?
No, I don't know. I
Oh.
don't know who's if anybody's going to mix. Press up arrow until you return to slash hatchet.
Say slash have.
What?
Oh, it does a list of the recipes that you can do on this.
Oh, like all of them.
Yeah,
Oh, that's kind of cool.
all the ones that you know. Up arrow, final shot, make a hatchet to chop quickly.
This is complicated. This is a lot. This is like the whole of human civilization. That's weird.
No, but the thing, so this is the thing about the game, like the one time where I was born into like a good village, she was my mother. It's really weird talking about this game because it's just like I was born to this my mother, and like this is what happened here. But she was teaching me. She was like, do you know how to farm? Have you farmed before? And then I was like, no. And she's like, cool, I'll teach you. And then she was like, would lead me around the farm and be like, cool, you pick this up,
Wow.
put it here. And then she taught me how to farm properly. And so it was really crazy that when she got really old, like at the end of her hour, she died. And I remember just everybody standing around and was like, oh, it's so sad. And I was like, this is holy shit. I didn't expect this to be so
Person who taught you
meaningful.
farming.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you want to play?
Okay, yeah.
Because you're going to be able to drive this way better than me.
maybe
I think I vaguely understand how it works now. It's all like keyboard shortcuts and stuff. It feels almost like Dwarf Fortress, and then it's like a lot of keyboard
Oops.
shortcuts.
I did not mean to quit the entire game.
You should be able to skip through.
But
to the game now.
they're really like it's mostly the like left mouse, right
Yeah.
mouse, and then X and space, I guess. But Hassan is going to Migs. I have one of the indie pods there. What is an indie pod?
Is he showing off a game?
Showing, yeah, what game is showing off?
I probably should know this. But
Let's just try waiting to be born. See what happens. Oh, what?
if you
Oh, I have to like leave somewhere, right? I don't know. I'll leave.
maybe if you die on it, you'll respawn like outside.
Oh, what was it? Something about a curse. Say curse Sally Jones to spend your only curse turn on add Sally to your personal curse list.
Sally Jones.
I'm gonna die and see what happens.
Yeah. Oh, that's the dying sound.
That's the dying sound, yeah. You died. Starvation. Menu.
If you do restart tutorial.
It would start the tutorial from the.
Yeah, but there was like a exit tutorial door.
Oh, okay.
You just go straight down on the right.
Oh. I see. Oh, what? Here we go.
So now you're back to just like normal.
Light the torch to end the...
Oh, let's just know that so you know what you're doing.
That's super funny.
You have to be able to light a torch.
Then I'm gonna light the stick, and then I'm gonna light the torch. Yes! Actually, Doug, I've been born for real. The deadly pit of rattlesnakes.
That's very convenient.
For convenience. Oh, sweet. Oh!
Oh, that's brutal. Sterile wool pad, snake bite equals bloody wool pad. Well, that's great.
Sterile wool pad plus snake bite. Can I do that? What is this? That's a rattlesnake. Come on.
Why is she still smiling? That's kind of weird.
Yeah, that's weird.
Wait, are we gonna get censored by
There we go.
Twitch because she's technically naked? No nudity allowed.
I don't think so. Log in. I think other people play this game. Hassan is working on a game called Dark Chapters. Oh man!
Oh, you got born.
Okay, I was
It's
born.
on. Welcome to humanity. So wait, the language thing is.
So the language thing is cool. It's like as you get older, you get more letters. So right now I can only do one letter. And
and your food meter's really low, so you can starve really quickly.
So basically, what people do is they say like if you need food, then you just type X.
Oh, because it's quick, and then say
Yeah.
H.
It's like X.
Does it make you cry, or is that just happening?
I'm gonna need some food. I'm gonna need some food.
You're gonna starve,
Food.
baby.
Oh what?
Wow,
All right, that was a harsh.
that's brutal.
Okay, I'm trying again.
It said that you had
10
like
second-
a limited number of lives at the
10
top.
second one.
Is that so you can't? Like,
Yeah. Oh, thanks. Oh, just drop me on the ground. Oh wait, I can move around. Oh wow,
Why couldn't you move around then?
because I'm too young. I was just born.
Oh, okay. So like the first minute. What does H mean?
I should put me on the fire.
Nice.
Oh, that makes sense because she wants me to stay warm. I feel like being on the fire is a little bit too warm. Thank you. And so every time a woman picks you up as a baby,
Yeah.
she transfer. I'm Kino.
What does H mean?
H. Hi.
Okay. I'm sure there must be some community stuff where it's like
Haven wave.
cook baby, 10 seconds, one life. Yeah, that was pretty accurate.
Yeah, that's good.
That's what it
Haven wave your mother. So I'm Kino Wave. So the last names actually, I think, go passed down to you and stuff too.
Well, they've got wall-mounted.
This is an incredible little situation they got
Yeah,
here.
they've got
I got pants. I got pants
and a backpack. Wow, you're just so kitted out immediately. That
Man.
person's got like a fancy hat.
I can type in hi. Here we go.
Best mom ever. You even got like a Halloween costume. Eek!
Oh,
They're
what?
like dressing you up.
That's
This
amazing.
is adorable. Your mother.
I don't know how. I'm gonna laugh.
So, like-
he.
So wait, how do you know how many letters you have? Is it?
You just try it.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
Still only 2.
Oh.
Okay,
Yeah,
you're still only on 2.
I'm still typing gibberish.
Wait, does it actually change what you type? You can still type full sentences. It doesn't change what you type. It just limits.
It just limits the
Okay,
characters.
it doesn't
Yeah,
like
yeah.
scramble them or anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, you're just like. Ugh. Yeah. Where are we going now? Just put me around.
They've got so much stuff in the.
Yeah, this is crazy. This is the most advanced civilization I've been to here. Cooked berry
I
wrap.
wonder if you played this enough, you'd spawn back in a civilization you've been spawned into before. Like, I don't know how big the community is.
Also, I don't know if I'm a boy. Sorry, I had to check myself. I was just wondering.
How old were you? No, there's a certain point in my life where I'm like, okay, I'm old enough that I know what boy girl is, and then you check and you're like, okay, I know.
Oh, is it a ball? Yay!
Yay!
It's a toy. I'll play with it. Yeah!
Your
Fun.
Your mom is awesome in this.
Yeah, my mom's great. Now stop playing with toys and go back to the
You're
fire.
totally full. This is great. This place is amazing. They've all got like separate little houses. Is that a horse? There's a horse in the top left. Nice. Oh, you're up to 4 letters. You.
Nice.
You nice. Aww.
Thanks.
Good luck, son.
You're on your own now, son.
By the way, you have a brother.
What's that?
By the way, you have a brother named Kiba.
Oh.
That's cute.
Sweet.
Sweet. Imagine like babies. This is how babies actually spoke. They, just, like, they can say words. They can only just say the start of words.
Berries eat, never eat. Okay.
It said never eat. Oh, they're poison.
No. She's gonna show me. She's gonna show me where to find berries and stuff.
Oh, nice.
Oh, she just popped out another baby. Okay.
Bye.
Oh, here's the berries. Here's the berries.
More
Okay.
important baby now. Okay.
Thanks. I'm gonna eat that.
You got another baby brother.
Got another baby brother.
Your name is Coda. Huh. That's hungry.
Wait, which one? What was my name? Kino. Oh, she's good at naming people too. Mom's great.
Now 3K name. Oh no.
This is awesome. Wow. Yeah, this game is amazing. This is really advanced. I've never seen this. So this is the thing that can be overwhelming. It's just like how much stuff there is. It's like, what do you do, right?
It sounds like he set up a quite a simple system so he can keep adding things to the game in a fairly efficient way.
But like a lot of it is about like just making sure that everybody stays warm and full, essentially.
Yeah, because I guess your civilization could collapse. If your civilization, if everybody had died, could other people just come in and just start using it? It's not like things decay. Okay, so it's sort of permanent that way.
She smiled.
Hi, how do you smile?
Nice. Smile.
That's weird. That's comes across as kind of creepy.
How?
Yeah, how? How do you smile? How do you smile? How do you smile?
Nice owo face.
It's true, you do have an OO face.
That's true.
You've got the W now.
It's just a smile. Yay! We're all a happy family over here.
You got pumpkins and stuff?
Yeah, I'm gonna eat all the berries. Just a little bratty little kid eating all the berries.
It feels like dropping into a built-up Don't Starve settlement. Yeah, This is like pretty. And you've got a pump there. Is that like a
but
pump?
The other crazy thing is that these settlements can die too, like because the 1 hour goes past, and then everybody who brought up the civilization dies, and then goes through a cycle, right?
But you could end up just. I guess that's the thing. Even if you have this stuff around, if there's not enough people to take care of the babies and stuff, like it would be easier to jumpstart, but you're still kind of.
Yeah, exactly.
It's tricky.
So there's baskets of stuff in here.
That's crazy.
Whoa. I don't even know. What is all this stuff? Drop it.
So much organization as well.
Yeah, because you have to kind of like organize malachite? Oh, it's like a... Okay.
I guess they're smelting stuff in those furnaces there?
Yeah, that's what's going on. There we go. Put that in there.
That's so cool.
Oh, I need some berries. Oh, boy. Get those berries. Oops. I put it on the tree. There we go. I need a basket to... Oh, no. Wait. I have a backpack. What am I talking about? I have a backpack. She gave me a backpack. Mom gave me a backpack.
Backpacks are so useful.
I'm going to put a bunch of berries in there.
Oh, because you actually click the backpack rather than click yourself.
Yeah.
Putting
the berries in the backpack. Oh, I think it might be full. Okay, I'm going to eat that one. So I think I can just... Yeah, there we go. Hey, I got hair! Going through puberty? No, not quite yet, I don't think. It's only been, what, like 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Forge.
Now, this is the promise of what MMOs was supposed to be once we had the technology to move past massive muds. Yeah, it kind of is.
Berries. Oh, she's giving him a tour.
Muds and stuff, they were always promising this idea of like a permanent thing, and then you could keep, increasing and have like a house and build stuff up. And I mean, some games did do that to a certain extent, but it was always a little bit artificial. It was like you had your dungeons and then you just buy a pre-built house. This is pretty close to that. It's all been...
Bone pile of Jupiter Wave. Your 5X great-grandmother died 113 years ago. Whoa! Died 86 years ago.
These are all the waves. This is the wave family.
This is the wave family. Your 5X great-uncle died 79 years ago. Who are all these people?
That's
I
amazing.
need to do some more research. Oh, Whoa, I'm moving fast now.
Oh yeah, because
I'm
you're
older.
Well, no, it's also because you're on the stones, I think.
Oh.
So you can go faster.
Who is this?
You are
Khaki
Carla.
Wave, first cousin once removed. Coda Wave, my little brother.
Oh yeah, he's the one who we saw get born.
Hey, bro. Kino.
Kino.
I think I'm Coda. No.
Yeah, he's Coda, right?
Code.
Can. You're hungry.
Can't. What?
Can you?
Your bro around? Yeah. Oh.
She's carrying another person already. How long is a lifespan? A lifespan's an hour, right? So.
Pumpkins.
Yeah, so actually the graveyard could be fairly recent. Just depends on when people spawn.
Berries.
I guess for her to be contiguous with you, then yeah, it would only have to be. It could only be a couple of hours ago.
What is it? Tank of kerosene plus dried diesel water. Holy crap!
Wow, you've got diesel.
Dry running.
I love how the babies just appear. They're just like crying baby appears on the floor.
Explored. Yeah. C. I feel like I've been wasting my youth.
You're gonna be helping your civilization. Come on.
Yeah. What are you doing? This is a great question. Charlie Wave, my second cousin.
Looky.
Looking at dead bodies. Paper was permanent. Jason is a. What is it gonna say? Jason is a clown.
Well, good job.
Okay, I need to find like farming or something. Or maybe I should find my mom and ask her what I should be doing.
Hi.
Okay, like horses. Escaped riding horse. Okay, I'm gonna find mom and see
Mom, what should I be doing?
What? I do farming.
As you say, Elder.
How long is lifespan? Oh yeah, probably soon.
There's an hour, right?
It's another baby. Somebody else spawned. There's my mom.
You are Kido.
I farm. Far.
You are Kyo.
She's got so many babies. They go, Kyo. Oh, I feel so bad for mom. I took my hand off. Okay, I'm just gonna see if I can find the farm.
I wonder how big the world is in this.
Pretty big. Hey.
So I've seen situations where you get people like
faming,
raiding.
farming.
Like, is there any kind of combative?
There is, yeah.
stuff?
You can raid.
Soil?
Soil. Where is farm? How do we get food?
How do we get baby?
Just berries? Down and right?
Ah, the old directions.
okay.
Down and right.
Down and right.
AK, okay. Just started it. He's older.
Oh, okay.
Because isn't it pretty much
Yeah,
everybody's
me
first
too.
generation? They like the chance of you double spawning in the same.
Oh,
those
it's super rare.
Are those different tires on those carts?
Where's
like,
that?
There's one cart has like a.
Oh, it has a
rubber
hand cart
tire.
with tires. This is just a hand cart. This has like.
What?
Wait, let's see.
So it like goes easier?
I'm trying it out here. Let's see. Oops. Let's pick up this one.
Oh, so that one doesn't go quite as nicely. Oh.
Someone told me the wrong. Okay. Well, all right. I'm gonna go find the farm because I feel like that.
I'm pretty sure that person was quoting Smash Mouth. It's like, somebody once told me the world was gonna.
He should know Smash Mouth. He's only been in this world for an hour.
We're a Smash Mouth based civilization.
Oh my god.
we respect the teachings of Smash Mouth. We pass them on to our children. You should name all of your children like songs and lyrics, like stuff.
Oh, I was gonna ask them if they like Smash Mouth.
Mother noticed me.
Dry bean pod plus deep tilled row. Dry bean pod clay bowl of dry beans. Oh, this is why there's bowls over here.
I'm hungry, by the way.
Oh.
What does it say as well? It said that like if you eat more varied things, then you get more happy or something. It says yum.
Oh, it's like if you eat the same thing, then it'll.
You get less food from it.
Yeah, you get less. Oh, I took my hat off. Pick up. No.
Why did you starve to death? Oh, because I was taking my hat off.
Because I couldn't click on my.
I used my last dying breath to take off my hat.
Okay, hat back on.
He died as he lived, taking his hat off.
Taking his hat off. Mother, notice me. You're the new generation. It's true. You're similar to real life. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. To the teen. Yeah, I'm pretty much gonna be like that to my kid.
And this is Jason Rohrer's thing though. Like if you look at his games, he's always trying to like look at some aspect of real life to bring into his game, and this is like the most epic version of it, basically.
So what are his previous games then?
He did one called Passage, which is kind of the first one.
That game.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. It's the one where you like keep getting older as you go to the right and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm
back a bit.
Definitely not taking care of the civilization very well.
Not pulling your weight.
I'm trying to figure out how to play this
say?
She's probably too busy taking care of all the other kids.
That's true. She's got a whole bunch of other ones. Those will probably pull their weight.
Yeah.
You're just like the not good one. You came out like not so helpful.
What is this? Ripe squash plant. Let's pick that. Oh wait.
Maybe.
Sharp stone plus ripe squash. Cut Hubbard squash. Okay, I want that. Flint chip knife. Okay. I need a bow and arrow.
Where's that stone box?
Bow and arrow. Oh heck yeah! I'm gonna be an archer. Mom,
you can have the bow or the arrow.
Bow. Oh no, I got a berry. There we go. Just ate the hair.
You're trying to pick up a bow and failing because you have a berry in your hand. What? Why did you drop it?
Mom's gonna be so proud of me. I'm gonna hunt something. Yeah, I'll hunt this thing.
Kill a rabbit. Oh, it ran into his hole. Oh, there's rabbit snares.
Oh, okay.
Oh, someone died out here.
How do I put my arrow?
How do you shoot?
Put it back on.
This is.
Oh, here we go. You. Come on. Ark name is Bird Lake. 6 families are alive.
What's Ark?
I believe that is. Why can't I put that arrow in there? Weird. I think an Ark is just like there's still enough people to last. Like if all the families died and everybody died, then the Ark I think is over.
Oh.
So this is like a really long one.
This isn't. So this is for the entire world, not just for your little town.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So we could just we could be explorers and just run around. Actually, you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go exploring.
So and it said how many families were there?
6.
Wow.
I'm gonna.
Because I guess the way it works is your family is effectively this whole like mini town civilization, and there'll be like 6. There's 5 other little town family civilizations. I guess
somewhere. Yeah. So what I'm gonna harvest some of these. Oh, where did those squashes go?
Wonder how this works with time zones and stuff as well, because like if everybody plays in North America,
oh look at those squashes, then Mom's gonna be so proud.
Once everyone logs off at night to sleep, wait, you have to put them somewhere. You don't want to let them rot.
Can I just eat this?
Oh, so selfish.
No, I can't.
Eating a whole squash.
I want to get supplies for my adventure. Clay plate, Hubbard squash on a plate.
Cut it up.
Do I need to cut it up? What is this? Seed head. What is this? Steel chisel. Unlearned tool.
What does that mean? You can't use it?
Yeah, you can't like use it or something.
You're hungry.
Oh man. Okay, what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna put a bunch of berries in my bag. See you, Mom. I'm going off to see the world.
You're just gonna run off sideways off
can I only
direction.
Yeah. See if I can discover somebody else.
But then they're not gonna trust you. Ooh.
Oh.
They're just showing that you're pathing around it.
I think Mom forgot about me. It's fine.
Oh, Mum might have died.
She might have died. That's true.
Mother.
I'm off to go explore the world for myself, Mom.
I'm gonna steal a whole bunch of berries and just try and touch this turkey.
I really should have learned how to use that bow. It's also kind of a dumb idea for me to run around if I can't start There's a
bison.
bison's
Whoa,
have
bison
a little baby.
If you're lucky, you get to spawn as a bison baby.
That would be funny. Limestone.
But you're taking all of these like beautifully made bags and hats and things, and you're just running off into the wilderness,
Yeah.
and you're gonna just die.
In a snowy wasteland. What is this? Skinned mouflon?
Cool. Touch
I
it.
wish I did touch it.
Maybe that means there's civilization nearby.
That could be.
No. Yeah, that's pretty.
I got a sharp stone. Oh, maybe I could use it on this skin thing.
This is basically the same as Red Dead Redemption 2, right? I mean,
It's the exact same game.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Except you can only play for an hour at a time.
That seems like enough. That seems. Like...
Yeah.
Are you getting old?
I'm getting taller.
Oh, well, face is getting like a little bit more wrinkly.
Flint chips. Probably not. I made harvested some wheat.
You're being so helpful to this wilderness.
Oh, can I kill it?
I think it just went back in its hole. It was right next to its hole.
You know what?
What?
I feel bad. I feel bad now.
What? What are you doing?
Should I just keep exploring?
Yeah, I want to see what's over there. You want to like? Are there oceans? Is there anything like that? Is it just land?
No, I think it's just land.
Okay.
There might be lakes.
Okay.
Or puddles.
Yeah, I guess water's not an issue. That's interesting that how these simplified stuff. You don't have to. What are those water? Because there was a well.
Oh
Do
yeah,
you
that's
have to
right.
drink water? I guess not. Maybe you have to put it on the crops.
What is this thing? What did I pick up? Carrots. Why did I put a carrot seed head in my bag?
Oh, you're not gonna be able to eat that.
Oh.
Oh no, Kino. What are you trying to do?
Trying to eat the berries in my bag. I keep forgetting which one. It's like right click to pick it up. Click to pick it.
Now you're full.
Now I'm full. And I'm out of berries. So.
Oh no.
I hope I don't affect. I'm going to affect somebody else's genetic fitness score. I know it.
Oh, because wait, so they had a baby. They did their best to raise it. They gave it everything they possibly could, and it just ran off into the wilderness and got eaten by a bison or something. They're usually herbivores, but this one case they decided to just eat you.
Oops. Calamite.
Whoa! Oh!
Oh, that's a mouflon.
It's like a big head, big horned goat.
Ah!
Oh, he's gonna wreck you. Watch out.
He's gonna. He's friendly. He's fine.
Okay.
What is this? Malachite?
Huh?
Okay, well, I'm out of berries, so here's the.
Kill those penguins.
I don't have anything to like kill things.
Why? I just want to get rid of them.
Oh, I do have this. I wonder if I can.
An ice hole.
No. Can't do it. The sharp stone isn't enough. He ran away.
It'd be good if you're. I know the thing is, your kids will generally outlast you in this game, but it'd be good if you got to see if your kid died and what they died of, because you'd be like, oh, I gave that kid everything, and then I just see a notification that they died some stupid way.
I do kind of like how I don't think I'm ever gonna find anybody here.
It's such a big server.
Pretty big.
I like that pathing thing. That's kind of cool.
It would be. Oh, what's this?
Oh,
Butchered mouflon. Mouflon.
We haven't seen any carnivores or
Bare
anything
hand.
around.
Can I eat this?
I think you need to cook it.
Raw mutton plus wolf equals semi-tame wolf.
Ooh, that's cool. You can tame wolves.
Well, I'm just gonna have a backpack full of meat.
Meat backpack.
Fed grizzly bear, cooked mutton.
Are you just gonna throw it to a grizzly bear in case? Maybe
Plus a collie. Basically, you use this to.
You can make German shepherds. Because you can domesticate dogs then, basically.
Yeah.
Or wolves domesticate wolves to make dogs.
There's one. Ah!
What?
He bit me.
Oh yeah, cool. You got bitten. What? Where'd it come from? Where'd it go? It ran off that quickly.
I need to. Okay. Next time I play this, I'm gonna play it.
Wait, why is your starving icon now a dog?
That thing?
Yeah.
No, I think that's just my sad face.
Oh, it's like a dog to me.
I got bit. I'm moving very slow. I'm in a bad way. This was not a. I should have stayed with Mom. I'm sorry, Mom.
Mom is so not happy about this.
It'd be amazing if, like, right at the end here, I find a. Oh yeah, I'm totally gonna die. Oh, there's a berry bush. Oh.
That was only 23 years as well. Wow. Still had loads of time you could have. Wow. Our hearts go out.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's I think that's a good place to end it. But yeah, that was our.
And the connection was it had language stuff in it.
It had language. It was a very loose connection.
You
but
can
I
only
think
type a couple of letters at the start. Yeah, it's a language game.
I do really like that part of it though. Like I think that's a really clever game mechanic.
Yeah.
In terms of just like.
You have these babies and they can't communicate what they need.
Yeah.
Like a really basic thing of like H. Like
Yeah.
okay, they're hungry. It's the equivalent of crying. But
Yeah.
you can't teach them everything.
Yeah.
And they can't. Well, they can't communicate back. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's too cool.
Mom probably still alive. Feels bad, man. Yeah, I feel a
Yeah.
little bit bad. I feel a little bit bad. Sorry, Mom.
That was a really good civilization. Yeah. I hope they don't get a whole bunch of more people.
More people like me.
Dude,
I need to, yeah, because when you actually play the game, because it's hard to like kind of focus on it when we're streaming and talking about it and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But when I was actually playing it the first time, I was like invested in it, and I was like, Mom, what should I do? And then she would be like, cool, here's like you're planting this, you're doing this is what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
So I felt like I had like a purpose, whereas this one she was clearly busy with all of her many children, so I had no time to focus on me, which is fair. But yeah, when you're focused on it, it's a little bit easier to figure out, like, have other people, and that's the part of the point too, is like you're at different stages and you're working with different tools, so people will have to teach you how to do things. And passing down your learned knowledge is important, and I think that's part of the.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's an important point that he's trying to make with this game too. Is like you're supposed to pass this down, and you're supposed to like.
Because you saw there's a tool there that said steal something, and you don't know how to use it, and the only way to learn how to use it is like by working up the tech tree to get there, or passing it down directly to your kid.
That's actually a new thing, I think. He had like a tools thing where you have a certain number of tool slots that you can use to use things. Like I think the bow and arrow was a tool, the knife was a tool, that sort of thing. But you only have a certain number of those, so you can't just like.
Is that within your lifetime?
Yeah, just within your 1 hour lifetime.
Wow.
Yeah.
So but that's like being a specialist. Like not you don't do everything. You are the blacksmith. You are the hunter in the town, and you do what you're good at. That makes sense.
Yeah, and then too, I feel like at the end of the hour too, like you may have maxed out those things, and people might have moved on to doing other things, and you're just kind of like. like an elder who's like an expert at these things that are no longer used.
Yeah, you're really good with bronze, and you've moved on. Everyone else has moved on to iron, and you're like, I'm not taking that course. I'm not going to learn how to use iron.
Yeah,
I'm copper. I'm bronze for life.
Yeah, I just think it's a really cool like microcosm of like how real life works and stuff.
Yeah,
you did a good job of that.
Seems really well done.
But yeah, cool. All right,
fun.
Thanks for hanging out, everybody. I think we're gonna be done for today. Next week is I believe it's a Clark tank.
I think they're back from the many travels, and I think so. Next week will be back to sort of the normal schedule of stuff.
Yeah, so I think it's a Clark tank, and then I'm doing another couch co-op week after that, and then I think we're doing like a Christmas stream soon. Okay, here it is. Yeah. Yeah, Clark tank next week. Choice cuts with me analyzing game trailers. So if anybody out there has any trailers they want feedback on, that sort of thing, that's on the 29th. Then we're doing another couch co-op on the 6th, and then having a Christmas special on the 13th. And then we're probably not going to stream for a couple weeks around Christmas because it's the holiday, and you should hang out with your family and appreciate your moms.
Yeah.
unlike how I did not appreciate.
It's the theme for today. Appreciate your mom.
So yeah, thanks for hanging out, and
See you,
See
everyone.
y'all next